I've got something in my front pocket for you. Why don't you reach on in my pocket and see what it is? Then grab onto it, it's just for you. Give it a little squeeze and say, how do you do?
Hey everybody. You're too kind. Too kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Get in here. It is time again for morning motivation. We're doing it again. Third day in a row. Baby, I don't care. I got to pump it up. We need a motivation. We got to have this. Come on, you need it too. Get in here. Just admit you need it and get in here with me and help me get pumped up. I got to get out there. I got to get this world and take it by the tail, and I got to shake it and then spin it around and then pop its tail off and then beat it to death with its tail and then take everything it has, all of its money, all of its goods and services, take it from it and bring it back to my pack. They need it. They need their leader. I got to live my dreams. I got dreams. You can't defeat me. I'm a man who doesn't care about pain, failure, rejection, loss, disrespect, or heartbreak. I'm here to win. Are you here to win? Are you to get your dreams? Let's live our dreams, man. Let's start with our video. Let me get that in here, and then we're going to do all the rest of it. 3 minutes on the clock, what I'm reading, all of that. But we got to get our video in here. We got to find out what's really important this morning and focus on that. Live your dreams. If you want something in this life, go and get it. Stop telling yourself no. You can have these things that you want in this life. You can live the life that you want and even be the person that you have always wanted to be. You can live your dreams if you believe that you can. Start there. Every journey has a beginning, and if you want to accomplish anything in life, you have got to change your mindset first, because you can't do anything until your mind is on board. You got to be on the same page, but once you get your mind on the same page, there is nothing that you can't accomplish. You have got to start by taking control of your thoughts. Change your mind from one that tells you over and over why you can't have what you want, and even tries its best to get you to accept less from this life than what you deserve, into one that finds a way that you can have what you want, and more importantly, knows that you deserve it. So you end up talking yourself out of things, convincing yourself that you're not worthy, that you can't have that, and you learn and teach yourself to accept less. But really, that's just your mind protecting you from danger. You may get your feelings hurt if you try this. You may fail. You may fall on your face. You may get embarrassed, publicly even. People might see it. It's your mind's job to protect you. It's looking out for you. Don't do it. It's risky. At the same time, though, it dreams. It wanders off and it thinks of these big things that it wants, but it's told you can't have. We can dream about them. It's okay to have your dreams. Our mind is always busy. It's our body's operating system, and learning to control it instead of it controlling you is key to living your dreams. And you can live your dreams. You can do what you want and live the life that you want, and you can start right now. You don't need anyone's permission either, only your own. You have got to learn to tell yourself yes, because enough is stacked against you without you adding on to it. Be your own biggest fan, not your biggest enemy. Pump yourself up. Be a cheerleader for you. Life itself, all these negative influences that surround us in it, and these skeptical, defeated people will do all they can to break your spirit and your will, and they will keep you down if you let them. Don't let them. You know, they say things are impossible. They tell you can't do it. Well, they're right about that. It's impossible for them because they believe that. You've changed your mind. You don't think that way anymore. You reject those kind of thoughts. You only focus on positive, what helps you move forward, what you can gain from, what benefits you, and reject the rest. Live your dreams. That's how you do it. You get on the right path to heading towards them. Forget all this other shit around you that's saying no and scream back, yes. Yes, I can have better. Yes, I can be better. And yes, I deserve better. Say this to yourself over and over and over again until you fucking believe it to your core. Then monitor your thoughts when they drift to defeat and pull them back on course to work for you. Now, this may take you some time to master, but that's okay. Because once you get it, you got it, and the rest will fall into place. But this really is that important. You have got to fix your head first. You have to. Start with anything else, and you're going to fail. You and your mind have got to be working together, or it will actively work against you. But if you master this, you will live your dreams from that point forward. I am not bullshitting you. This is not a lie. This is truth. You have made it from the moment that you decide that you're going to. No matter what it is you're trying to do, from the moment that you've set your mind and decided, I am going to do this. No matter what gets in my way, I'm going to make this happen. You have achieved it. It's only a matter of time from that point on. From that point on, if you live in your truth and move forward towards your goal with your head held high, you fucking made it. You already at that point, the beginning of your path, have accomplished more than most ever do. Ever. Yes, some get lucky, some have blessed lives, but no one is truly successful without controlling their thoughts and making their mind work for them. It is your mind. It's part of your body. Do not let anyone ever convince you that you can't do anything, that you don't deserve better, that you will fail. But for damn sure, make sure it's not you doing that. Be your own biggest fan. Leave the hating to the haters and focus on improving you. It's not even selfish to become this way. Being more introspective is going to make you a better person in every single way possible. Just by making you incredibly aware of your own thoughts and actions, you're going to improve. Because you're going to start seeing your own bullshit, and you're going to have to own it and take responsibility for it and make corrections and adjust. But be honest with yourself, and you will find your gifts. You will find your truth and purpose. We all have one. We are all born with a gift inside of us, a thing that makes you, you. You may not have discovered it yet, but I promise you that it's there. Find it and live in it. And live your dreams. That is how you do it. Find what you love. Find what you want to do. Find the world you want and create it. Live your dreams. Reach for what you want. Because what is the worst thing that could happen? You could fail. Well, what happens if you do nothing? If you just sit on your hands, sit comfortably where you are, fail too, then, don't you? What it really comes down to is, are you going to get hurt? Are you in danger physically? Well, are you happy? And can you change it? If you can, and you're not going to get hurt, and you aren't in any real danger, and your mind is really just trying to protect you from shame and failure, then just fucking do it. Live your dreams. Tell yourself yes. Because you only get one go round on this ride, and you don't want to get to the end of it carrying regrets from a life unlived. So live your dreams right now, from this moment, and start in your own mind. You have to fix your house from within, then set out on your path to kick this world's ass instead of it happening the other way around. Thanks for watching this video. And if you liked it and you found value in it and it helped you in some way and feel it's important for someone else to hear, please share it out so that they will. All right, guys. That was Live Your Dreams, baby. You gotta live them dreams. You gotta bring it in and live them. Live them all day long. Always live your dreams. Take care of you. Take care of your mentality and what you need. It's about you. You gotta take care of you. Only you can take care of you. Only you can prevent forest fires. You know, only you can do that. Smokey needs you. Zoltar told me. Zoltar told me the truth. Zoltar only tells me the truth. So let's get down to it, man. Hey, wait a minute. Did you hear this? The Senate unanimously passed Trump's No Tax on Tips Act. Unanimously. There is no tax on tips now. I don't know when it starts, but it's starting up. Trump be getting stuff done. Breaking news, baby. You heard it here first. You got no tax on your tips now. Congratulations. You are MAGAing it up. And I am the Dark MAGA on Twitter, so you got to follow me over there on my tweets to know about my stuff. Because I am the CFO of TSYS, and I am on X at the Dark MAGA. So check me out there. But yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Senate passed it unanimously. Trump is the boss. The man. Let's put 3 on the clock. Look, people are complaining all the time about the government. They think they're going to vote their way out of it. And yes, Trump just got us this. Trump's MAGAing it up. Trump's doing a lot of good stuff. I like what he's doing. But he is not a hero. He's a man. We're lucky to have him as president. But you got to do your part too, man. You got to get out there and do what's going on too. You got to be about it too. You can't let things go on. Think about what we just let happen with Joe Biden. Biden's presidency. Biden was not president. What about that? They're having to admit that now. He has aggressive prostate cancer. He has dementia. He was not leading this nation. What about that? Anybody concerned about that? I'm concerned about it. I don't think it's a good idea that we had someone who can't, even talk, being president for 4 years and made us a mockery to the world, That's crazy that we allowed that, that we let that happen. But we did. And we need to own it. We let the last 4 years just drive us into a fucking brick wall. And now we want Trump to dig us out of it on his own. It's not the way it works. It's not the way it's ever worked. We stay active. We do the work. We do what we need to do. Do the things in your daily life. Keep pushing away. You got what you wanted. That don't mean you can quit. We can't stop with the 2 genders. Genders aren't even real, man. That's a made-up shit. But if we're going to have them, there's fucking 2, man and a woman. And people will try to throw curveballs at you. They'll try to be like, well, what if they got both, a pole and a hole down there? I got that this morning on one of my posts. Show me this person, and then we're going to figure out which one they are. Because they're going to be more of one than the other. If they got a pole and a hole, then they got titties to match, we're going to make them a girl probably. You know what I mean? We're going to figure it out. But it's going to be one or the other because they're going to live a life in our society, and we have 2 of that made-up shit you have. Okay? We got to keep on things like that. We got to keep on things like pay, getting fair pay. We don't need unions to get fair pay. We need to stand up for ourselves. That's right, Heather. Govern me harder, Daddy. Govern me harder. Take my rights away. Take my rights away harder. Get them. Get my rights. Get my rights away from me. I can't stand them. I don't like being able to think for myself. I don't like being able to stand on my own. Somebody take these pesky rights from me. It's just ridiculous, It's ridiculous. When we should be out here living our damn dreams. We're letting Joe Biden have dementia and be in treatment for cancer for 4 years while they rubber stamp his presidency and take everything from us. Bureaucracy is running wild during Joe Biden. And as soon as Doge starts trying to kick some of that waste out, they're like fighting as hard as they can. Like, no, don't take our waste. It's our waste. We get it. It's for us to have forever. It's our unlimited money pot. That's bullshit, guys. We can't let that go on. We can't let that keep happening. We got to put a stop to it. That's what I think we should do. I think we should put a stop to it. I think we should stop letting them do it, But we got a lot of stuff to get into. I got to do my reading first, We got to read. I'm going to read Psalm 23 again just because I think I need to hear it. I'm having a pretty I got so many things in here, so many bookmarks. This is my Bible from the hospital. So let me look here. This is my war Bible. This is the one from the hospital. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, and thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's beautiful. Psalm 23 is beautiful. It's my favorite psalm. I know I read it just a week ago, and I won't do that anymore. I'll try to spread them out a little more. I love you too, baby. I try to spread them out a little more and make it more fun and spread them out and use other psalms. But I love that one. It's my favorite, you know. I also wanted to tell you what I'm reading, and it's still the same book. It's still Unfuck Yourself by Gary John Bishop. It's a very, very good book. New York Times bestseller. You can get it. Don't even have to get the hard copy. I got the hard copy because I like to have a bookshelf and keep it forever. But go get this book. This book. Gary John Bishop, Unfuck Yourself. You will love it. It's a very good book. At bookstores everywhere. I'm going to read you a section of it really quick. Let me take off my glasses. This is very important reading. You're an addict. You're out of control and so dependent on your drug of choice you don't even realize how it's affecting your life. You have a gnawing craving, and that craving is for prediction. Will it rain tomorrow? How will my stock perform? Who will win the Super Bowl? You're constantly looking ahead, trying to figure out what's going to happen before it actually does. Why? Certainty. We seek the certain and avoid the uncertain. We want to know what to expect, where to go, and what to wear. We want to be prepared. We want to be safe. But you can't be safe all the time, and that's what he's trying to tell you here. You can't always pick the safe option. The safe option isn't always the right option. You know, it's not the right thing to do, just like it's safer to let these people run wild with their pronouns and all their nonsense. But you can't really do that, can you? Zoltar says you can't. I trust Zoltar on most things, especially things like this. You know, Zoltar knows what's going on. He knows what's up. You got to focus on what's important. You got to focus on what matters. You got to make a difference because we're the only ones that will. And Zoltar told me that too. But I didn't need Zoltar to tell me that. You know, I kind of already knew it. But we got to get together. We got to be, the kids are passing us up. I don't know if you've noticed this, but kids are passing adults up in many ways, not just technologically. But that's going to be a big issue. You know, I've seen Meta AI is now teaching people Python. That's the AI builder. That's the computer code to build AI with. They're wanting their users to know how to manipulate Python. Why? Are we going to need that? Is that a skill we're going to need? Is that going to be as common as Microsoft Office in the next 5 years? Are you going to not be able to get a job unless you can do Python? You better learn coding. Computers are getting ready to take over. I guarantee you need to know coding. I'm trying to learn it. It's very hard. It's very difficult for me. You know, I'm not smart enough in that way, but I'm trying to learn it because I think you're going to need to know it. I think you're going to need to know it as much as you need a Phillips head screwdriver and a flat head screwdriver in your house and a hammer and a drill. It would be stupid not to know how to manipulate what's going to run the world, or to at least use it in a good manner where you're not, you know, like an idiot. So you know how to at least operate it, turn it on and off, make it work for you. You're going to want to learn Python. If Facebook's wanting to teach you Python, you're going to need to know it. You'll probably need to know it to use your damn Facebook. Because your Facebook's going to be in your glasses or some shit. It's not going to be on a computer anymore. It's going to be something you carry around with you all the time. So will your X, so will everything, your social media, all your stuff. It's going to be in glasses like this. There'll be a screen in there, and you can just manipulate shit while you're talking to people. You can look up things while you're in meetings. I've seen it. You've seen it. They're already working on this stuff. It already exists. AI agents that take care of everything you want to do. You want to plan a vacation, you want to save money, you can have an AI agent do all that for you already. You don't have to take charge of your life. You can have computers do it. Well, you'd better learn how they operate, or you won't be able to read the user agreements then at all. You don't read them now, and they're written in English. Wait till they're written in computer code. Wait till they're written in Python, and you can't even read what you're agreeing to. You know, you don't know what's on the horizon, but it's scary. It's scary as hell. And you can't just let it all happen, because that's how we end up with poison food. I got to get my coffee. Just give me a second. Listen to me ramble on as I walk towards my coffee while you wait. Because I need my coffee, because I need something to drink, because we need food, see? And I need coffee right now. My fantastic coffee cup my wife gave me, because I am her sunshine. And that's beautiful. And I love my coffee cup. But I love my coffee, and I buy good coffee. We order it online because you can't get it at the store around here. Python is the base programming for AI, Heather. You're right, but you're gonna see everything based on it like a foundation. That's why they want you knowing how to use it, because you're gonna need it for everything. The fucking robot butler you're gonna have at your house, he's gonna run on Python AI. You're gonna need it for everything. You're gonna need to know how to operate him. But look at this. Cancer sticks in the 1950s were cigarettes, and 9 out of 10 doctors agreed you should smoke Camels. I think it was Camels they all liked, but then they also liked Marlboros. Depends on whose commercial you were watching, but 9 out of 10 doctors always agreed you should smoke. And today everyone thinks you should eat, but these sausage links here are a #1 cause of cancer. Cancer-causing substance, a top cancer-causing substance. These sausage links are now equal to your cigarettes. So if you're going to have breakfast at Denny's, you can't smoke inside anymore, but you can still get cancer because their food and everything on your plate will give you cancer. We have put it in our food now. We're that smart. You know, we have that much foresight that now we have put it in our food. Isn't that crazy? What do you do for people that are that stupid? You know, you govern them harder, daddy. So since we've set ourselves up for that and we think we're going to vote our way out of this, maybe we should rethink that. Maybe we should think better of it, because it's not working, is it? It's not a good idea. It's not going to be something that ends up working out in our benefit at all, ever. Unless you want to walk around like this, jabbed up to the gills with a mask on and a barcode on your forehead. That's where we're heading. The mark of the beast. You won't be able to buy nothing without that tattoo on your friggin' forehead. What are they going to do? They're going to put a QR code on your forehead? Think about it. Or they're just going to put a chip in there that they can scan. Probably the chip. They probably won't make you get the tattoo QR code, but they should. They should, and it should say idiot. It should say idiot when it's written out, but it should be a QR code, because that's what you are. If you allow them to do this to you, if you let this happen, we are a bunch of idiots, and we do deserve everything that happens. You know it? But, you know, to our point, right now we got our guy, and he's doing good stuff. They just unanimously passed the No Tax on Tips Act. You do not get your tax on tips anymore. It's not a thing. I don't know why they didn't do overtime at the same time, because you know you work an extra day and it feels like you went home early one day. You just, all the money goes away to taxes. Why can't they make it to where they don't tax our overtime? That's what needs to happen next. But no more tax on tips now, so that's good. I wish I'd have brought more memes. Let me see if I can get another meme for you guys, because I'm out of memes. But I'm not out of time. I planned on doing a half hour with you. Got to make some phone calls starting at 8, but you know, I got a little bit of time, so I'll bring some more memes in here. I think this is true. Butt shape is more important than butt size. A big butt, if shaped wrong and lumpy, can be horrible, but if shaped right and smooth, like you can run a Hot Wheel over it, then it's amazing. But a little bitty butt, like Taylor Swift's, if it's flat, is scary, and it won't hold your skirt up. But a butt with a little bit of a curve, where you can jump a Hot Wheel off of it, that's a good butt. So it's all about shape, not really size. You can have a little butt if it's shaped nice. If you can get a good leap off a Hot Wheel. Some people have a nice ramp, okay, and you can really jump a Hot Wheel. You can just roll it off the back and it'll jump on its own. That's how you know you got a good one. It doesn't matter if it hooks left or right. That's even better. If the Hot Wheel like has trouble hitting the ramp dead on and getting a straight jump, that's the best. If it's a lot of times hooking, oh my goodness, that's a really good one. But if it just falls off and rolls into the crack and like just sits there and like falls in 2 tires deep, and you got to dig it back out, that's not good. All right, that's the opposite of what you want. If it hits a crevice, you know, or a dead end, and you can't jump your Hot Wheel, then how are we going to do this? How are we going to ever put animals out to graze in the valleys if I can't run a Hot Wheel through? And why put animals in the valleys? Animals want to see Hot Wheels coming by. Anyways, I like playing with Hot Wheels on my wife, and she's got curves for my Hot Wheels to jump and, you know, hook and do curves and do burnouts. I can like throw one down her shoulder at a certain angle, and it'll do a burnout right in that little valley and park itself. That's when it's nice. That's when you know that your girl has been working out and doing it to get nice for you. And that's what you need. You need a girl that's willing to do that, that's willing to put in the work to give you a nice Hot Wheels track. Hey, Frazier, good to see you, man. And I'm just kidding, baby. I love you. I love you no matter what you look like. But she's losing weight. She's doing great. She started taking a vitamin, and she's, you know, busting ass at work like always, but this vitamin's helping her lose weight. And I'm happy for that, although I would love her in any shape. She's amazing, but she's happy about it. Her work shirt's fitting better. She feels good about herself. I feel good about that. I want to make her shine like a diamond. That's my job for the rest of my life. And, you know, safe spaces don't exist. So you're right about that, baby. Safe spaces are a man made construct, they've never been real. There's no such thing as a safe space. There really can't be by definition, you know. It's pretty silly to think that there could be. Pretty ridiculous. Here, we're going to end with a question here. Let's say you can only choose one of these pills, all right? So you could be rich, and I guess rich just means you never run out of money. Let's just say it's that. So being rich means you never run out of money. You have enough money for whatever you want to do forever, like an unlimited credit you don't have to pay back. Let's just call it that. Or the blue pill. You can bring someone back from the dead. Now, I was thinking Jesus, but do I want to make that decision? Do I get to decide to bring Jesus back? And he's not even dead. I thought it through and it doesn't work. So with Jesus, it doesn't work. So I changed my mind. I did think I wanted to bring Jesus back, but I don't think you can bring him back because it says bring someone dead back, and Jesus is alive in heaven. So then you have the black pill, never catch a disease. So you're immune to all diseases. Do you want to be rich or immune to all diseases? Or the fish oil pill, never feel pain ever again. No pain the rest of your life. I think I'm going rich because if I take the red pill, I can afford any cure for any disease because I can afford anything I want. Remember, that's the parameter, the rule we made. So I'm going with rich. But with the plagues and things to come, it might be smart to pick that black one and not worry about money because money may not matter. Rich in what kind of currency? You know, is it every kind of currency, like the next kind of currency as well, or is it just the existing currency? And then I would want to take this black one because I don't think the fish oil one helps you to never feel any pain. And who would you bring back from the dead? But what do you think? What are your thoughts? Which one do you want? Red pill, blue pill, fish oil pill, or the black pill? To be rich, to bring someone back from the dead, to never feel pain, or to never catch a disease? I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. And what do you think about this? Do you think the kids are paying too much attention to technology, or do you think we're not paying enough attention to technology? You know, a lot of people think it's ruining these kids, but what is life getting ready to be like? Do we even know? Would it be a lot better to be very familiar with technology, or do they need to get used to playing outside and not having technology? Because we were talking the other day that most likely things like the internet would be taken away from us, and this won't be a permanent thing that we always have. And we could very easily go right back to playgrounds and no phones in an instant. They could take these away from us in an instant. They wouldn't even have to tell us they were doing it, and they could just dramatically change our lives overnight just by taking this away from us. And we never had it before. You know, you're talking about taking something away from us that we never even had before, and it would rock our worlds. Think about how much your life would change if they took away your phone today. If just at lunch today your phone stopped working, no more internet on your phone, no more internet in your pocket, no more connections to everybody in your pocket, no more texting. What if that all ended at noon today? And then the banks collapsed 2 hours after that. We'd be fucked. Think about it. It doesn't matter how many guns you have. You'd be so screwed because you don't have the information or the ability to get to the information or any of that. You know? Any of that at all. And that's going to be bad if things get, things get to a head. It's going to be really bad. We're not going to want that. We don't want that world. So, I think we want to stand up. I think we want to make sure we get to live our dreams and not leave it up to Trump, no matter how good of a job he's doing. I like what he's doing, but we don't need a hero. We need to govern ourselves. Let him be a good president while we be good citizens. You know, make good decisions, make good choices, do things that are right for us, that benefit us, that help us. Instead of doing things always outside of our best interest, let's do things that are in our best interest and live our dreams. Do what it takes to live our dreams on our own so we can stop eating poisonous food. You know, that's what Zoltar says to do. I asked Zoltar, and he said we need to take charge and take back our lives, or they're going to kill us. They will eliminate us. They will make it to where we are a thing that is no more. If we don't stand up for ourselves, if we don't live our dreams and take responsibility, there's not going to be a world left for us at all. We won't have anything at all to leave our children or for our grandchildren. We'll be leaving them a dystopian nightmare. you know, a dystopian nightmare where no one can survive, no one can live, and everyone just is used up like slaves and their lives have no value. But we can do the opposite. And let's do that. Let's kick ass. Get out there today and kick ass. Kick this day's ass, kick life's ass. Live your dreams, do what you want. Be about what you want. You can do that. And I want to put a blessing on this feed right now to everyone hearing my voice, to everyone listening to this feed. You can live your dreams. You can do what you want. You can have the life you want. You can be who you want. Go do it. Don't let anyone tell you can't. Don't let anything stand in your way. Get out there and kick this day's ass. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being at this feed. And listen to this as many times as you want to, because you can live your dreams. You can do it. You're the only one holding yourself back. Don't let anyone tell you no. Go out there and get what you want. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one of these.